Feel like it's a pretty positive vibe right now. Just how do you guys feel about the way the last couple weeks have gone? What do you feel like has improved and what still needs to improve as you move forward?
I think we definitely have been very happy about our performance so far. We're not getting too up about it because teams could fall off right just like that. So we're trying to be humbled about our games. We try to look for things we need to work on and fix them at practice during the week. So we don't get too high about it, don't get too excited about it in a sense, in order to stay humbled for the next games to come around.
You've been through the rigors of a conference slate one time before. How much or not has the last 2 weeks prepared you for that? I mean, do you still need bigger and bigger tests, or do you feel like you're getting the tests you need to feel okay about where you're going to be as conference play gets closer?
We've definitely had a few tests so far to prepare us for conference. I think it's a lot different playing Big 10 schools, Big 12 schools, SEC schools in comparison to the Pac-12. It was great for us to get wins over Northwestern and Mississippi State because we don't see a lot of them during regular season. Obviously there are other big conferences, so just facing teams like that and being able to pull out a win against them is huge, I guess, going into Pac-12 play.
I know Oklahoma State, you have games before that, but does that loom out there as kind of the next real big test?
For sure, Oklahoma State's definitely our next big test, but as a team right now we're trying to take games one at a time, and I know Oklahoma State's kind of our last game of the weekend, so we're looking at one game at a time. Every day we tell ourselves, okay, we don't have any wins or losses today, but let's make it a 1-0 day.
With so far how you guys have performed carrying that undefeated record, how much pressure are you guys feeling at this point in the year?
For us, I think we're just trying to not think about it too much because it is a lot of pressure for certain people on the team, and I don't know about our coaching staff, but we all know that it has to end at some point. Like, no team has a perfect record, so we're trying to keep that in the back of our minds. Like, it's okay to feel this pressure, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Where have you made the biggest strides in the last year? In what ways do you feel more comfortable out there?
I feel more comfortable just knowing what the Pac-12 is all about. So knowing that I've already faced these teams, I faced this caliber pitching before, it just makes me more confident stepping in the box. So I'm like, okay, been here, done that. I know what's going to happen. I know what they're going to throw me. So just having that experience from last year has helped in the box for sure.
Through 14 games, you guys have really came out firing and just a quick start in the first couple of innings. What has been the mentality behind that?
I think we just want to suffocate them right from the get-go, and I think that's been one of our strong suits, is getting ahead early. We've had to work behind a couple times, but having not the stress of coming from behind has been really nice, especially with our 1, 2, 3 punches in the lineup have been huge for us.
What goes into building sort of the longevity of the success that you guys are having right now? How do you translate that into the Pac-12 slate?
I think just knowing that we have the capability to beat any team we face. Once again, we faced all these SEC and Big 10 schools, and going into the Pac, we're like, okay, we've had a couple big wins under our belt. We can do it. We have the confidence to say, okay, we've been here before. It's just another big game. It's just softball. It's just another game.
Getting back to you guys taking early leads, I mean, you guys only have 21 outs to work with in a game. Can an early deficit put more pressure on an opponent in softball than in most other sports?
Yeah, for sure. I think us scoring 1 or 2 in the first inning definitely puts a damper on the other team's momentum for sure, because then they're thinking, oh crap, we need to step it up, we need to do better. And for us to have that lead, it gives us more of a easy feeling, okay, let's get some insurance runs, but no pressure. We got this, so it takes a big stressor off of us for sure.
Have you guys talked much pre-game about, hey, let's jump on them? Is it just a natural function of the way you're preparing, or have you placed a priority on really being locked in from the get-go?
I think we've definitely placed a priority. We don't mention it before every game, but it's kind of just a given. We're like, okay, this is how we've been successful throughout all these games. This is how we can be successful in this game. Jump on them early, get the early lead. If not, that's fine. We know how to come back from behind, but it's definitely an added, I guess you would say, it's good for us to get ahead anytime we can.